Hello everyone, hello. We are in a rush today because I am technically not ready for... ooh, wait, sorry, I accidentally changed... Okay. I had to accidentally change my computer, my monitor's settings, so it was not great. Hello, Aza! Hey, 10 months. I know I have not always been there, but I'm enjoying my time with our lovely Elise. I'm happy you are. Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry, it's not working because I forgot to open this, Andrew. Let me just do it for you. Hello everyone. Hello. I forgot to open Mix It Up. Bam. Let me log in. And now everything will be working properly. Hello Andrew. Hello Hells. Hello Gentleman Penguin. Hello Strengths. Hello Rika. Hello Lewis. Hello Ari. Hello Axiom. Hello Father the Bride. Hello Jean. Hello everyone. Hello Anne as well. What are you doing this early in the morning? It's 2 p.m. It's not the morning for me. Don't forget I'm not fucking a stinky American, okay? The reason I am streaming this early is because I won't be there for tonight. No, I won't be there tomorrow and Friday. So it's the only time I can stream until like Saturday evening. And by evening, I mean very late. Like I won't be able to stream until like 11 p.m. night time on Saturday, and it would be a very short stream. Hello Elise, from the land down under. Am I still on trial for 9 billion years in prison for jaywalking? Yes. Shade says, yes, of course, I hate you. What do you think? Oh my god, I can't believe she's graduating. No, it's an indefinite hiatus. It's different. Still early for you since you wake up very late. No, yeah, I usually wake up at like 1 p.m., even like 11 a.m. If I like stay in my bed because I don't get to sleep well. Hello, Stinky Goblin. How you doing? Hello. So I hate to say it, but we'll rush onto the game because I want to try to finish the case we are working on right now. It's close to done, so we are going to open right there, right now. Hello team. I'm still going to yap at the same time because we won't have time to yap in the next couple of days. So yeah, I hope everyone had a nice night. There's not a lot that happened since yesterday. I have finished reading the manhwa I was reading, which was Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha. And I've started the suggestion from Jesus, actually. He suggested something like Reviving Nights. I don't remember, but something like that. It's been great. I've been enjoying it. But I was a bit sad to like finish the manhwa I was reading because it was kind of peak. Why is it like 8 a.m. for you? So, huh? No. Okay, I mean, I understand what you mean, sorry. So where we ended on the case yesterday, we were interrogating this bitch here. And we had to, like, press on a statement. And I think it was this statement. I saw Max Galtica and I saw him from looked like. And when you press this statement, then you have to, like, prove something. That's true, I was going to bed after all. And so basically, for the rest of the week, in case you don't remember the planning, we're doing a bit of ASAT on it right now. Then Saturday, we'll do a just chatting, very quick stream. Unfortunately, I won't have time for more. And then on Sunday, we will do Wagotabi. And then we'll like stream normally again on Monday, Tuesday, like for the rest of the week, you know. I thought she said she was Canadian for a hot moment. Me? Oh, I'm not Canadian. I'm French. Are you stupid? I'm new here. What is this game about? We are an attorney. We are this huge Phoenix Wright. And the goal of this game is to defend our clients from being found guilty of a murder they have not committed. What did you think of the thumbnail I had written of you? It's cool, but, you know, I don't know if I will ever play the game, so don't get too excited. You usually stream when it's about 3 a.m. After an all-nighter. No, I'm just about to make coffee before an all-nighter. Stop doing all-nighter, bro! What the fuck? Did I gaslight you when I called Elise Canadian last night as a stupid joke? Yes. Oh my god, no way, you really believe I was Canadian? Damn, I feel a bit bad for you. I like lower the sound in my ear, because like, It's getting a bit annoying. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety light lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. With the person back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any other of the symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get, but there was something fishy. I don't know what's fishy, honestly. Someone said that there was something fishy, but originally, I'm not sure. Let's see. Do you have any evidence to prove? I want to like try the bus. I'll try the fucking bus. We have an accent? Yeah, the Canadian have an accent. Let me talk French, and let me talk Canadian French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Elise et je parle en anglais, et en français, actuellement en français en réalité. Bonjour, petite Coris, je m'appelle Elise, là, et j'ai un accent. It's fucking different, alright? It's got nothing to do, because French Canadian is mixed with English, right? So you guys, when you speak French, you have tonalities, and French is a monotone language. So yes, you guys have a fucking thick accent. It's nothing alike. You can immediately tell a French citizen to a Canadian one in a second, in the first word they say. I mean, some people don't have that thick of an accent, but it depends, of course. What in the world is this? Okay, so it was not that. It was not a bluff. So it was not the right clue. I can tell, and my French is barely above baby level. Nah, you should not say that. It's more than that. Don't worry. One baguette, please. Okay, but what kind of baguette? What kind of baguette do you want, monsieur that wants a baguette, huh? Huh? You say you want a baguette, but what kind? But the thing is, I'm slower than snail in January. Damn, you're basically dead. Hey, is that like a small part of Quebec, mostly either in Saguenay or Gaspé? I don't know, bro. French Canadian is like the most neutral accent in the world, in my opinion, so move the English, save the air. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That is wrong, I'm sorry. I had to break it to you. You line me up 1,000 Canadian, wherever they're from, like I'll get 90% right. Maybe even like 99% right. Okay. The Professional 1991. You mean Léon the Professional? The Léon the movie? With Jean Reno and Natalie Portman? I wanted to save here. Because I want to try the clue. There is a contradiction. Fuck. I want to save here, actually. I want to see all the clues I can get. Because I don't see the contradiction so far. I'm going to try this one. So it's not this one. Hopla. A baguette that's made of flour. That's not enough. There's different kind of baguette. You stupid fuck. There's like half baguettes. There's like baguette tradition, which are the best. There's like a normal stupid boring baguette. You know, there's a lot of baguettes and there's a lot of different flour mix. Yes, the hat. He didn't have the hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing in both saw that night. Do you stand by that? I just remembered. I'm stupid. I'm slow. What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would be quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid no. Afraid not. No matter how you look at this, this is Max's silk hat. What's a baguette tradition? It's the couleur baguette. It's a baguette made with a bit of a different flour, a different technique, different cooking temperature and everything. It's entirely different than like the boring baguette. It's the cliche one. Like let me check. Let me like show you guys. Up. Let me like get you 2 pictures of a different baguette. First of all, the tradition is like shorter. It's not the best peak, but it's an okay peak. So I'll take a screenshot of this one. No, this one is better. Okay. Let me just a second open this. Here. So the one on the left is the tradition baguette. The one on the right is the normal baguette, the boring one. Right? So as you can see, there's a difference in height, in texture, and in flour as well. So baguette tradition is the one on the right, and it's much better. Which do you prefer? Well, the way I describe it, you can guess, I think. But the tradition one is much better. It's like really the one that's like crispy on the outside and very fluffy on the inside. So yeah, it's great. All I see is bread, and bread tastes better than key. I made like Koa discover the bread tastes better than key. Hello, Brandon. I have baguette can be some kind of weapon. Okay, sorry, my mom was talking to me. All I see bread, the Gatsby difference is massive. Yeah, it's very, very different. The left one looks good, and the right one looks like it got rotten. No, then both are like normal ones, but one is just tastes better than the other. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is a handmade one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means acro. That you've been fibbing on the stand. What does fibbing mean? Does it mean... or fibbing, I don't know. Does it mean lying? Does the one used for banh mi also count as some sort of a baguette? Most likely. I've never tasted them, so I can't say, but most likely, yeah. Means lying, yeah. Okay. Hello, Dominato! Is it fi or fi? Sorry. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court? He doesn't have a grudge against Max. Unless he thinks that Max is the one that did the paper? Perhaps is it because Akro has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he's trying to frame Max. Why me? What did I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a whip bent and finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? Even happen to have proof of that. That's the thing. Is that right? Thanks to you, I got my head lashed by Miss Von Karma's whip. I don't like getting hit for nothing, so how about you answer with an explanation? Are you okay, Nick? I opened my big mouth and I have to back it up. Okay, it was the wrong answer. Acro was dreaming. Fibbing is usually harmless, like, but it's used as a synonym. Okay. I see, I see. Spawns V? Huh? Are you talking about your name? V? I was talking about fibbing, but I understand. You're V. Okay. It's obvious that all Acro saw he didn't actually see at all, because it was a dream. So you plan on writing off all the inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should just pinch your cheek. Sorry, I have to stay muted for 1 minute. Sorry guys, my mom was trying to plug her fucking earphones to use the Bluetooth of her earphones, like connect to the TV, and because of that we could hear the TV behind, and I don't want to have my channel banned because of a copyright strike, because my mother cannot pass like 1 hour without watching the TV. Thank God, I thought I took my meds today. If you took your meds, I would be not here entirely. Like I would, you know. It would be like that. So you were dead. No, don't worry. I don't know about you at all, but I'm getting pretty tired of when Kama he has one chick weeping acts. I agree. Like I was tired from like the minute one, honestly. Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks and see if you're actually awake. So it was not the right answer. Crystal culprit? Really? Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. So the statue was the murder weapon plus the escape thingy, then. Hello, Crab Carp. Mr. Wright, are you serious? That is serious, Your Honor. I think your trip to the circus has served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and minds. Let me drink a bit of water before I die. My voice is already dying. Hello, Jesus. I have started your month's recommendation. Have a good day. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. That doesn't mean anything, bro. Oh, he's saying about the camera correctly. Without jingling, do you have any response to the defense accusations? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I'm sorry, but you have a very, 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 very strong upper body. That doesn't mean anything, brother. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. And doesn't that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his clients? But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. I'll stream, yeah, because I won't be able to stream until like Saturday. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Why to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man? Phoenix is a booby head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. Huh. I think that's enough of this gimmick. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. Of course he didn't. Unless they consider the accomplice to be the victim himself. Now then, this must be when we hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one? What are you blabbing about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed his murder all by himself. Order, order! What are you getting at? Why do you keep them on their toes, Nick? I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. Have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Really, it's him! I was hoping it's the victim that killed himself. That would have been funnier. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now, and if I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing Maya's voice today because like my voice is like kind of dead. I didn't recover from yesterday's stream yet. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like for you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly, well, where was Mr. Dingling? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. Throw a brick, I'm kidding. I mean, he threw a statue, not a brick. That's it? Considering that's what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Time to look in and cook. We have everything we need, so it's okay. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. Ah, you've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? I thought it was Phoenix saying that, my bad. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? It's the next course of the legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I gotta give this some serious thought. I know already. It's very obvious. But will the game accept it? That's the question. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. I'm going to present some evidence. What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust, and also it's life-size, and it's very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximian Galaxical ample bust. Order, order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if he was stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? No, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Testimony that says, I'm not the killer, bet! Wallah! I swear on the Bible, I swear on everything, I'm not the killer. What the fucking testimony kind of stupid fuck is that? There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder, the prosecution has the right to respond. The defense objection is overruled. Why can't I see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. I could never be a lawyer. I don't know for me. I could never be a lawyer for a guilty person, for sure though. Hello, sleepy lady. Welcome here. Welcome to the Blue Army. Hope you enjoy your stay. That woman will think to any law to win a case. What is he going to lie about? I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting a bust and knocking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I think, there was pepper in the case. I think he sprayed pepper on the case. The ringmaster sneezed, and because the ringmaster sneezed, he knew he was here, and he dropped the bust. It was impossible for him to leave the bus and seek himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single footstep would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd like to proceed with cross-examination. I think I'm right on this theory, but then it's very boring. I really was hoping that the ringmaster was responsible for his own death. I don't know. That would have been more entertaining. Let me save. I know where are the contradictions. I agree with that, there's no contradiction here. I'm going to press it first. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could just drop the bust. That does make sense. Yes, I agree. But how do I prove it? Does the pepper work? I'll try the pepper. I tried the pepper, but I wanted to press first. I know this stupid-ass game, of course. I know this stupid-ass game, so it wouldn't work. We'll try the case this time. Okay, what's the case and not the paper? Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. I think I'm on time for the final. Yes. Finally. You're silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? I did such a good job at hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Hello, Kyrie. Hello, Boom. Why is the French woman harassing the Disney princess? Why not? Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed that box here? Who? When Ben and the company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. On the right side was the box that held the pepper. Yeah, well, I thought he sneezed and that's why he knew that he was there at the time, and that's why poof. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all this question is now crystal clear. When will the eel is motor come? Never. Why would it be an eel? I don't have any electricity. If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of those loose hands are starting to tire themselves up. Since yesterday I have trouble reading, I don't know why. Let me drink again. Since yesterday my stuttering has been very bad since reading, while reading Ace Attorney. Now I just got to keep going! And there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! I'm going to skip it because it's boring. Specially made? Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. The weight of the box. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift it up, this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. Bending down. Huh? Bending down. That was an issue with VTube Studio. There's a lot of words. Yes, of course, but I don't know. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box was also carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in the same place. Fool! You're the fool here, you stupid bitch. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place a wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Mac's bust? Yes. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Means you must understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? That is a mystery indeed. Because I don't think Mr. Money is strong enough to carry... Ah! He carried the trombone. Hello, Elise Hololive FR. Hello, Draco. Don't forget you said there was no accomplice. The monkey. The monkey was strong enough to carry a trombone, so maybe it was strong enough for this as well? Is he all alive? Yeah, definitely. That's why I have 20 viewers. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. I want to try this. Oh, it was really the monkey. Monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, then brought it back home. Money had no problem carrying big items as long as they were shiny. Yeah, I think it's a bit like, you know, a bit bullshit. Like a trombone is big, but I don't think it's as heavy as a bust. It was the monkey after all. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whips down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. And there's also a gold plate. Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? Be easy for him to bring back the bust to your room. Did you know Elise is also Corsican? That's wrong. I'm not Corsican. Nor am I Algerian. The monkey even carried a bike engine for crying out loud. I did forget about the bike engine, true. But that's because in French we have a different word for like bikes and motos, you know. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. It's okay to be Corsican. I agree, but I'm not. Just got done playing this game. Crazy timing. Hello, Yoga Baba. Yoga Bagaba, sorry. It says Fire from Phoenix. Order. I said order, Miss Karma. Where is the person in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bust was The murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe I crossed a Moni's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible that Akru was the murderer. Moron! Dude, I know next to nothing about this woman. I am 100% French, both born and raised, and French from France, metropolitan France. So, like, yeah, I was born near Paris. Why is VTube Studio not working today? I'm angry. I hate when it does that. I don't know why. But it's making me angry. Are there things I can close on my computer? Nope, it's just VTube Studio being stupid today. One day I wish to have fans as dedicated as these. She also eats naughty children who watches too much brain rot. I don't eat them, I kill them. It's different. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument just hold water. There's no denying that. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical clone was spotted at the scene of the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clone's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Mr. Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Until this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clone saw? Statue. He saw Max. As who was the other person most saw on the scene? The evidence has nothing to do with this question. Au contraire, mon frère. Huh? He said, it's in contrary, my brother. He said, in contrary, my brother. My god, what the fuck? Phoenix French jump scare, yeah. Does it indeed have something to do with the question? Karma is a man? I guess so, guys. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. I'm sorry for like VTube not working today. I can't do anything about it. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being, so... How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw was, that night was Max's burst. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no... There's no reason why you could not attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one of the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot, who in their right mind would put a cloak on the bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put a cloak on the bust? That question is one of the utmost important in this case, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Let me check something. I have a feeling it's Max himself, but he had his full costume recently. I have no fucking clue. Like it could be anyone, actually. It could literally be him. Like it could be her. Like it could be Max himself. Like it could be Russell. What if it's Russell that actually like accidentally got the cloak on him? For him? Let me just save. I was right, wait? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finding putting all the pieces together. There's really one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night. Let's stay back in time. Okra used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the theme. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, and that's what I thought. Here we see an Elise in her natural habitat as she's trying to suffocate. You can see her gears struggling to make sense of anything her mouth says. While she's just hoping that whatever she is doing works. Well, it's working, alright, hello Kex. But in his model when? You just wait here a second, Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, that just can't be true, it can't be. It's a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moore Curls, the clown. When Moore looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Akro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moore saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. This game really shows how cool can be circus. True. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro has been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of the rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In Discord, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. I'm not sure about the second one. Imagine the pure chance and coincidence of the cloak landing on the bus during that moment. Yeah, it's kind of lucky. But you know it's possible. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. She explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about most eyewitness accounts. Unusual? Contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. Can't drink water again. Put this guy in the position of judge. No clue. 90% of the time prosecutors aren't even doing their job. It's just Phoenix doing it for them. Agreed. Present some evidence to court that backs your claims. Add proof that you unravel the trick to this magic case. I want to present this because it's one of these. Like, these two would work. I'll try the note first. Try again. Huh? Nick, they said they want evidence. Most eyewitness. Do I present this again? The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. The symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Moo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing the silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventricle said in court. He said he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown testimony doesn't match up. It does. Because, like, the hands were holding the cloak, the bust itself were hiding the white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one. Can you do it, Nick? Yes. What's that? Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. So shows why you don't trust eyewitness testimonies. True. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Just saying hi, I wasn't feeling well, so I'm here now. Hello, Hira. Order, order. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory is still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. What is that? Motive? This witness feels an incredible depth of gratitude towards Ringmaster. Here we come. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Yes, but the victim was not supposed to be the Ringmaster. It was supposed to be Regina. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the Ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the Ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the Ringmaster. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Oh, wait, just a second. I've just noticed that, like, I'm having VTube studio issues entirely. Like, not just a bit right there. I'm going to, like, restart the program. Because it's looking the wrong way. Hi, Drakro. I'm the other cosplayer on the Discord. Yay. I think it was obvious, no? Good morning, Elise. Is it time to rise and shine? Hello, Psionic. Meg. Yeah, it is. Should I call you Meg or Psionic? I'm not sure. Or should I call you Nick, like Phoenix? I don't know. Okay, just a second. I'm waiting for our VTC to restart. Restart. And then we will be good. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Hopefully now we will stop lagging as well. Don't have a lot of hope for this part. Okay. Very well. However, I feel that this is a good place to take a break. Hi, Elise. I'm the other cosplayer in the Discord. You are so... That's true. You cosplay. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling testimony after recess. Discord will now take a 10-minute recess. Let's save once again. I'm doing good, I guess, compared to yesterday. I can't believe it, a crow! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. He was. Am I that hated? Aqua tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal! Going to ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe! I forgot it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you just relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about the card trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist. Now, how about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? What if we all cosplay Elise? Here you go. This was yesterday in Agra's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Bat scarf. Stained with his blood and a small quantity of paper. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's right, this is all a secret. Look, details are on a need to know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court until now has gone according to our plan. Don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in here just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Hello, Minokaru! How you doing? Yesterday our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? That reminds me. Got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that the very end part? Is Miss Von Karma a big fan of Max Galactica and that's why she's kind of helping him? Like how Edgeworth helped in the samurai case? Also, Maya Ali's almost done. Let's go. Can't wait to see it as well. One more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? That was not from Von Karma. Mr. Miles! Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Akra's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akra would have to commit this crime. I'm a Twitch refugee. I have to say in YouTube chat when I'm watching on my phone. Understand. And as in now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to see the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Oh. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you've heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akra would kill the man he said he held in such esteem. Absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's a question I'm trying to answer myself. I question him. You're so tactless. You don't care about justice, you just want to force a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. I want you to talk about your brother. Who is us? They don't know the court. We? Yes, my brother Shan and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Akro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays we are bitter about what happened to us because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. Let's go to what Foster Saurus looks like. No crying in court, let's keep going. The witness will proceed with his testimony. I'm going to press everything. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were really worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Akro such a wonderful person? Except the fact he tried to murder his daughter? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're actually a remarkable young man. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you ever have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness testimony? Von Gamma mission to care about winning the case with the guilty regardless if the defendant is really guilty or not. That doesn't reflect true justice. I agree. Oh, the heartfelt emotions got within. You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. There's no way I could see the witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I had to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not the man who would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, Phoenix, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would like to know, can you provide an explanation? Of course I can. How this is going to be good. Then please enlighten the court. Let's see the evidence that prove that Akro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Can we start with this? Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Akro killed the ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defendant would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are we supposed to learn? It was not the right clue then. Let me save. Akro doesn't have a motive for the ringmaster yet, but we don't know that yet. Let's try this then. Okay. Well, I guess we don't want to present clues. Load. Because I don't know if like Phoenix is smart enough to like figure it out without presenting proof. Your Honor, the reason that Akro killed the ringmaster is something that can be proven. What? That's because Akro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? only exists because the creator thought Edward taking so many losses would make his character feel less impactful or less intimidating, so Von Karma was introduced to take all Edward's L's. Oh, I did not know, but it makes sense. And they're right, actually. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things. Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. If I hadn't listened closely, I think you're not speaking English. Well, my bad, I guess. I don't know. Sorry. I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russellberry to begin with. What? Hello, Asa. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who is loud in the face, twice if he must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Felix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina Barry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say, you're wrong, that's it. That's it, huh? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough, Mr. Phoenix Wright, allow me to. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Oh, and that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why a crow would want to kill Regina Barry. Does it say... Right, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. It's evidence! Oh, they're so stupid, bro. It's evidence because it says in his description that he's been handicapped by Leon, so I have to like say Leon itself. That's so stupid. So do I use this then or this? I'll try this first. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russellberry with that note? Yes, but that's just one little problem. Acro didn't place this note into someone's pockets. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person for this note was intended for was none other than Regina Barry. You cannot have that Von Karma aesthetic in a good way, of course. Thank you. I'll take that as a W because she's very beautiful. This little theory of yours, it's not trust, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. It's when her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. Just realized she grabs her arms the same way her father does when nervous. Yes. That's incredible! Hello, Darken, how are you doing? Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the burst and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exhausted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. Got it, I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina in the plaza. And that's when he let the burst fly. She has more of the vibes of the prosecutor of the spin-off to me. Which spin-off? The Edgeworth spin-off? Approach justice was high highs and low lows in Mo, not bad though. I see. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. Regina can handle it. Akra wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool. With foolish ideas. You're so foolish you even made me look like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that the note declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. Just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right here, Mr. Wright. What is the incident that is alleged in the note? I know all about it. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case, as it starts, in what happened 6 months ago. When you only know one insult in another language. You foolish fool. Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us all about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. Well, you know it already. That's the evidence. They asked for evidence! That's the actual evidence! It's fucking stupid trial! I'm going to speedrun a bit, because I didn't save since. Was out to kill this young girl. It was this. Stupid as game. Like she asked for she asked that if he had evidence. I showed her the evidence he had. It was so badly written. It was not so obvious, but it's actually obvious. Is it the paper? Is it the lion? Is it the... Let me save here, that way I don't have to, like... Serious, which means you're wrong! No, let me save here again, it's closer. Wait, let me wait for the... Sometimes the right evidence is kind of arbitrary. That's an issue, alright? Let me save here. I know all about it. And no, actually I'm going to resave again. There. This trial is impossible without saves coming, because there's so much bullshit. And I think why people hate it. Like, she asks, what is the conclusive evidence he's talking about? I show her the conclusive evidence and she's like, huh? Oh, so is it him? It's not him. Is it the pepper? Huh. Achoo! 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 It rhymes with... pooper. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It is the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of paper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Pooper, yes. Pooper rhymed with pepper. foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure Phoenix right, then answer this question. Who was Regina's very intended victim? It was not intended victim, but he's the victim. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro would feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spent your entire life dreaming of new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into the Acro's brother's shindigling. 6 months ago, he was beat by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Bear is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Beats the dust. Huh, so then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. That part is true. That part is true. I see. Now what do we do? Now it seems that no one seems to be going along with the theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? But more than that. The lion beating Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Phoenix, right? There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother's bat. Finally, that's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. What might that be? Paper. Paper? Paper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much paper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Oh, that's the burb! The burb is bonking at us. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering criminal, but out of curiosity, what was our crime? What with all the sexual innuendos? Hello, Vortex. Welcome here. Welcome to the Blue Miami. Hope you enjoy your stay. I cannot drink water anymore. I don't have any more water. I'm sorry. I'll drink after stream. Promise. Miss Berry gave a paper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. What's the crime in that? Seems like the judge gets it at all. Mr. Phoenix right. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was beat by the lion. For a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Fingering is pointing or accusing. Yeah, I know that, but like, there's been a lot of sexual innuendos in this case. Like, genuinely a lot. You cannot say no to that. Should do a quick refill break. Our stream is going to end soon, so no. Leo wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Yeah, if the lion actually meant to, like, bite him, he would be dead. Like, dead. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! And soon, yeah, I don't have a lot of time. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Montgomery? I object, for objection's sake. Miss Phoenix, right? This theory, you believe it. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. It was a prank. Prank that has gone very wrong. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Regina did not think that, like, it wasn't lucky that the day she gave him a scarf covered in paper, he decided to put his head inside of a lion. The lion sneezed due to the paper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. It's a prank, bro. Gone horribly wrong. 4K HD. I forgot. So I tried to get revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. It must have seemed like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Do you think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves? Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro. You can't mean witness. I confirm the defense claim, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a little bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. And what would that be? The same problem, it's always been evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? The conclusive evidence. The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. I mean, bronze. You can just like melt bronze. Wow. The bust that the defense claims was used was if that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. Boss. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. I'm going with the obvious choice, which is to like, I don't know, I feel like it's not going to be in his room though. Francisco's already checked, I agree. Why are you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured these things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma total justice. I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? I think the statue is in the hospital. Because we know that the day after the murder occurred, he went to the hospital to see his brother. So maybe he got rid of the statue that way? We found what you think we found in that room. Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's purse was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the purse wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro's directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of the story. Just wait a second, something's funny about that. It looks like you like the final... Oh, maybe he has the thing on himself. Like, no one knows if he, like, has a blanket. Do we see his legs? Do we see his legs? Exactly like the final name to put in my coffin. What about the scarf? What about the note? Well then, Mr. Wright, no offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster. You should know that by now. Something, Nick. Don't let this guy slip away. The purse, where is it now? You're Phoenix, right? You know what that purse is. I'm sure you do. The purse is either in the courtroom as we speak, or in I'm waiting a bit before I load. Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of the witness. Hold it! Yeah, that's why I waited. Is it Mia? No, it's Maya. Where's Max Burst? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and just bit my tongue. What? You need time to do what? Ow! Are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck! Hey, wait, you can be serious. Criminals always have their lives on the line, don't they? Some actors lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. My the wingman. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. The murder weapon. Where is Max Burst now? I'd save, but I say courtroom first, and if it's not the courtroom, because they don't say hospital, I think it's either the big top or the courtroom. It's obvious, the bus is inside the very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket? Oh, he does have a blanket! I didn't know that, but if he had a blanket for me, it was obvious. You never see, like, his legs, though. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of this. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under the blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really an easy way to hide a bus under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, the only place that you could hide. Under your wheelchair. Shouldn't there still, like, be blood in his room? Because, like, you know, he smashed his brain? Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? I can do it too, you know. You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Francisca from Karma and Mr. Phoenix, right? What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of this evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle, of course, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. You've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me? Made a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Then we finally arrive at the truth. A crow? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the very big circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Crow. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, so... But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what! What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star! Regina believed in that so purely, that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. Just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when he decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. First I thought that I'd kill myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot! I can't believe it! You beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Yay! This court is adjourned. Hey, we're conscious for this one. Yeah, true. We've had the first one too. But the first one, it was not her. It was the stupid like filler one. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at Max. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? Just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry too much about people, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. That's true. Huh? What? She's been like this for a while now. It's my fault. Sweetie pie. Find an Acro. They're never coming back. No, how is everyone going to split them? Regina! Mr. Right, tell me something! Do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. Just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is he gonna try to get his revenge of me? He's not going to do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Yes. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. That's true, then I want to see some evidence. I want to know you're not just making up that stuff. Acro doesn't want any more revenge. Do we have evidence for that? I'm thinking the brother. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But... That's right, Regina, he's still alive, you know. I never knew. Know that Acro's been caught. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stand next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max! What is it now? We put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's a big question. I mean, Massa was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers. No one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. Best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh! That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait! And I guess that changes things, huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The best magician. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. I'm Regina. Gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. But What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. But, whoa. Was right, sweetie pie. It can be a very big circus without Regina Barry. Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out alright. Can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. Take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Ha ha ha. I see. What made the case? Is the surprise rate. They really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. Miles! You figured it out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Hacker really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Is that right? Of course. Well, detective, my plan is about to leave. As for Mr. Harker's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as possible. Ah! He's here! Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Look, he has a blue coat now. Just like us. Okay, gang, we are going to end now. I'm sorry, I didn't have a lot of time. Let's just save. Up. And bam! I have to go actually as soon as possible, which is now. So I'm going to wish you guys a good end of the week. We're not going to see each other until Saturday. Maybe Sunday, but most likely Saturday. So I hope you have a great end of the week. Take care of yourself, drink a lot of water, eat healthy, yummy food. Eat healthy, yummy food, take care of yourself, sleep well.